¿Qué tal? Bienvenidos a este bonus track de Café de Noche, la versión nocturna de Café Express con Ariel Pérez. Los saluda Algorosito. Muchas veces me habrán sentido hablar de los films alfabeta, que pueden ser europeos, festivaleros, o por qué no, las dos cosas, pero lo que sí nos falla es que generalmente están apuntados a un público un poco mayor, quienes en este momento tienen en cartel Cuando ellas quieren, una rareza como exponente de este subgénero, al contar con luminarias de Hollywood que han sido parte de algunas de las mejores películas americanas de las últimas décadas. En la misma, un grupo de amigas comparten la pasión por la lectura, reuniéndose una vez al mes para comentar un nuevo título, oportunidad que aprovechará la más pícara de ellas para leer 50 sombras de Grey, la cual será un catalizador para que se arriesguen a apostar por el amor, cada una a su manera, dándole un giro no solo a sus vidas, sino también a la de todas las que la rodean, en un producto que claramente está apuntado para los que peinan más canas de las que quieren admitir, pero les aseguro que será disfrutado por todos los que se animen a descubrirla. Y con motivo de esto, nuestro amigo y colega, el 5 veces ganador del Emmy, Manny the Movie Guy, compartió con nosotros las entrevistas que hizo su reparto, de las cuales por aquí verán un resumen, pudiendo acceder a las versiones completas de las mismas en todos los medios de Manny. Así que, luces, cámara, acción.
From the very beginning, what got you guys interested in joining the movie?
Well, what
Diane
got me?
Keaton.
Yeah.
Diane Keaton.
Yeah, of course. It's a great answer.
I read the script. I liked it.
I didn't.
No.
You didn't?
No, I just heard Diane Keaton. I said, I'm in.
Aww.
He's lying.
He's like his smooth
Look at
character
it.
in the
yeah,
movie.
he is. Ooh.
Well, I thought the script was funny. I liked the fact that it showed older people,
Having
robust
fun,
and
yeah.
sensual and having fun. I loved the story about friendship because I think friendship, especially between women, is very, very important. And I wanted to get to know these women. I wanted to work with them, and it was better than I ever could have expected. We've remained friends, and we really stay in touch, and we like each other a lot. And how great at my age to have 3 new friends like that. It's
yeah.
so exciting.
Wow. What about you, Mr. Don?
Well, it was pretty easy lifting for me, I got to tell you. The material is great, and I got to show up every day and work with one of my best friends, and be a part of a project where there is so much exquisite professional talent and these beautiful ladies.
So what got you guys interested in working in the film, joining the cast?
Well, we were asked, which
Nicely.
doesn't always
Just that.
happen. And I think both Mary and I were thrilled to work with Jane and Diane.
Yeah,
And
it
they-
was just, to miss that opportunity, I would have needed my head examined.
Let's talk about your characters. Let's start with you, Miss Candice. A woman who has the power to handcuff anyone. According to the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. And looking for love in maybe the right or wrong places.
Yeah, it doesn't go so well in the beginning. Yes, but at least she's looking. And because before she just sort of had this useless cat. And so, yes, and it's because of reading 50 Shades of Grey in our book club that she does that at the encouragement of her girlfriends.
Yeah.
And it sort of brings her back to life.
What got you guys interested in picking your cast?
The cast, I mean,
Obsessed with them?
Yeah, they're the
Basically.
greatest actors in the world, so we said, why not?
Yeah.
We actually wrote the script specifically for Diane and for Jane, and it was one of those things where you then, as writers, you kind of never think like, oh, you're gonna be able to like send it to them and they're gonna say yes.
I'm convinced they could feel the love that we
Yes.
wrote it with. They
Yeah.
could feel it.
It was a lot of love.
There was a lot of
But
love.
we were really, we were inspired by who they were on screen and off screen, and so, we try to infuse the script with a lot of that truth.
One of my favorite parts of the film is the story of you and Mary. That you understand them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, actually.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's no bad or there's no good or bad.
Right.
I mean, you're coming from a place where retirement seems to be the end of the line, the end of your life.
Right.
right? While she just wants affection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wants to have a relationship that includes sex.
Yeah. And would go to great lengths to find it.
And does, and he can't, but so she resorts to trickery.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest chuckles that I heard from the screening yesterday was, of course, the Viagra scene. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves your Viagra scene. Was it
It was very hard.
We could see that.
It was hard to do.
Would you resort to the same thing that your character did?
No. No. That would not be a good idea.
But
First
she
of all,
does pull surprises on her.
I do like to surprise my husband, but they're slightly less invasive than what my character did.
Well, here's the magical part about it is because, that really is a very complicated topic.
Well, yeah,
right?
and I think it's complicated, and it was also that he had just had his world kind of shaken up, and his professional life, and which for men, they take that hard. I think it's difficult. We're all defined by our work, but men have a special relationship to it. Mm-hmm. So it was an interesting theme.
Why the book? Why 50 Shades of Grey?
It was the true inspiration for the idea, and it's a book and a trilogy or a series of books that has had such a significant impact, and
it's also funny. It roots the movie in humor.
Yeah, and it's truthful. There's a lot of book clubs that have actually read this book. They may not admit it, but it's true, and they've read this book and they've had very, very stimulated discussion.
It is true, and I kind of like the way that the book has its own art.
Yes.
In the movie.
It
It created this fun tension in the beginning,
yeah.
And at the end it was also, it's all about love.
It is,
exactly.
and that's what
and
that
I love
book
that.
is.
Thank
yeah.
you.
It is. It's a
Thank
genuine
you.
love story, and so we were inspired by that.
I was telling the directors that the book 50 Shades of Grey actually had its own arc in the film, right? You guys started kind of like, it's a character in the movie, right? Did you ever read 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, I read
you
it.
did?
I read it before this movie was even existing, because I wanted to see why everybody was so excited about it. And I had read erotic novels before, so I knew what a really good one was like. This isn't the best one I've ever read, but it certainly did wake up a lot of women, and that's why I wanted to bring it to the book club.
Which is a good thing, right?
Yes,
you're right.
Very good thing.
It's nice to see older people having fun. Because we don't normally see that a lot in movies, often.
Which is a shame.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the movie, they feel that the movie going public is from a certain age to a certain age. That's the big audience. But then you have movies like this, or movies that all of a sudden always surprise. You go, wow, that movie did really well, and it wasn't made for that demographic. But you know what? That demographic will also show up to see it because they hear it's a great movie, and a great movie is a great movie. It's ageless in a way.
And at its heart, though, the movie at its heart is, it tackles ageism really well, I think, right?
Yeah.
What's your opinion of that?
It exists.
Yeah.
And it's part of what you face.
Yeah.
How do you tell stories about people that are, I guess, no longer acceptable to tell stories about?
Yeah.
And how come that is?
Yeah.
Because I think they're fascinating, personally, and always did find that. So I don't subscribe to it, but I know I'm part of it.
Yeah.
And it's being exhibited. And so what do?
Yeah.
You live through it and you talk about it.
Antes de irnos, les recordamos que van a poder escuchar Café de Noche por acá, la 970 AM de Montevideo, o en todo el mundo a través de www.970universal.com de lunes a viernes a partir de las 22 horas, donde este y todos los viernes nos tendrán a nosotros para ponerlos al día con todos los estrenos de la cartelera nacional para que arranquen el fin de semana de película. Muchísimas gracias por haber llegado hasta el final de este video. Por acá tendrán acceso a las últimas críticas y un poquito más abajo las versiones completas de nuestro programa semanal sobre el mundo del cine. Si así lo desean, Podrán suscribirse, darnos un me gusta, acceder a nuestras redes sociales o dejarnos un comentario para seguir pasándola de película.